Hi there. The live stream will start at 11, so about 10 minutes. right. Hello, everyone. This is Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, a little retrospective. So, welcome, Ultrafin, and
Hello.
we're going to get started. For game news, I'm going to just go to the website and do a window because this is meant to be last week, but I was doing work with the snow, so I figured I need a little update.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, I heard that the storm over there is still pretty high because I'm pretty sure over there you have like 40 centimeters of snow from what I understood, or it could
It
be more
depends
than
where
that.
you are.
It also depends where you are, exactly.
Yeah. The southern and there's a center area that gets the most. Then there's an area north of that and an area south of that get a little bit less.
Yeah. Like guys, I mean, I have a few friends who's also living in the States, but they are living in different areas.
Right.
That's why, and they told me also the same thing, that the storm over there is like crazy, and not to mention that a few people had power outages. I mean, they had no electricity, no nothing because of what happened.
Yeah, I initially did, but thankfully they got it back on. That's why I delayed this by about a week.
They should have. I don't know if over there in the States that they have a power generator for backups. A backup generator or something like that.
Some people, given the area that they are, have backup, like a gas heater. They've got gas heaters, their own generator for electricity, solar panels, or a propane or gasoline generator, or either one of those, any of those things.
Bye.
So
hello, C-Bash41. Welcome.
Yeah. So here we are on gaming news. There might be a few ads. I just haven't decided to do the paywall monthly for this publication, but let's see what we have here.
It's best not to do. We're just gonna try to skip the ads, and that's that, because even though you pay for the premium or something like that, they will still get to you back. And then when your premium expires, I don't know how YouTube works, but on some other platforms like Sony, when you pay for your subscription for PS Plus, they take your money without even noticing, because they believe that they want you to extend. I mean,
that's why I have apps like Rocket Money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, no, why would I want to extend? Why do I want to extend? I mean, I don't want to extend because I know the price is now a bit much higher. So why should I do that? But yeah,
it's either that or your phone, like a Samsung, which is what I have, usually has an account center in my system preferences, so I can look and see, okay, I'm still subscribed or not subscribed to this.
Right.
Black Ops 7, High Guard, okay, not quite released. Pokemon TCG game. I've only got the old ones because I got the Game Boy for myself and the kids. Xbox hardware is struggling. Microsoft's gaming revenue isn't. I'll check it out briefly. Increasing 9% every year. Xbox hardware sales were down. Well, not surprised. I mean, Xbox compared to Switch and PlayStation had lower console sales. The thing with Xbox is we can get Xbox games on Steam. You just have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the only reason that you get the Xbox Pass is that you have a few free games, right? But
right. It's a monthly subscription.
It's a monthly subscription. It's a monthly subscription. Plus, you only get to use this to play people. Let's say, I'll give you an example, like Mortal Kombat 11, right?
Yeah.
That game is not fully cross. It's not fully cross, except like you can play with PlayStation 4 users and PS5 users and Xbox One with Xbox Series S. That's it. Okay. The bottom line is that you cannot play against PC users. That was never released like that as a program. Why would they not make it? Why would they not make a game like this to be like fully cross-play? Is because Microsoft and I think Xbox are in crisis back then. I don't know. But the thing is,
All right.
the only way like a PC user can play against like people from consoles, only you get to play against Xbox users. You need to have Xbox Pass.
Yeah, pretty much. You have to stream it from
Which
stream or emulate. I guess it's both for your Xbox on your PC.
yeah, because you are playing
But there were
exactly on your
things,
PC.
right, which is kind of a disappointment because like different cell phone users can do multiplayer together.
Yeah.
You can Mac OS or Windows or Linux can all play Steam games together. It just depends
Yes.
on if the game runs on your
on your Linux,
right, on your system, and
Yeah.
if you have connection to the game room, pretty much.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, I can see that one. Tomb Raider, High Guard's player count has already plummeted. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. When they do live service games for the High Guard thing, when they do live service games, I feel that the game is online multiplayer, right? So
Yes.
people seem to play it a whole bunch front loaded in the first
Right.
week or two, and then they
Right.
aren't interested in it after that. I mean, that's weird to me because I grew up, we got Halo on on my friend's Xbox.
Yeah.
I owned PlayStation growing up, so we played in the room on the Xbox with Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3.
Right.
And we didn't have any awareness of if hardly anyone's playing it on Steam multiplayer at this time.
Well, to be fair, I mean, the people who created Halo game managed to make a PC version of it, which they call it the Master Chief's Collection, which contains like
Right.
basically almost all the Halo games.
Right.
Because
And that's
there
a
are still a few,
re-release.
because there are a few more coming. But
Right.
there is a downside to the Master Chief collections because my friend and I were doing a multiplayer co-op online from our PC. And
Right.
sometimes when we boot up the game, my friend is trying to send me an invite to the so I can come over to his lobby. Sometimes the invitation does not work. It does not appear on your notification on the game or even on
Right.
your Steam notification.
Yeah.
And it forces you to close the game, boot it up again, and then hallelujah, the invites works now. It's a system that is not really that to work for anything, or either a Windows desktop or a gaming laptop. From my personal
Right.
experience, if they would have just like focused on the game, trying to make it really work, not just graphics,
Right.
not just VSyncs or anything stuff like that to make it work with a Xbox controller or something like that, but they really need to work on the system itself to make it work perfectly okay, especially online. Sometimes me
Yeah.
and my friend got disconnected for no reason at all. We don't even have because our performance in our graphics was perfectly fine.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's when it all went online. It started not feeling as personal. Although it's fun. I still have the old Nintendo Wii,
Mm-hmm.
and it runs, and I play with my children in the same room. But yeah, I just haven't been big on the online multiplayer, except for the they have this mobile phone version of Warhammer 40K, so I play that against people online.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I also like played with Dragon Ball Legends, the mobile game as well. I mean,
Yeah.
that I mean, I wasn't like much of a big fan of mobile games, to be fair, but there were some cool games that really arrived both on the app itself and some of the games like they were really like to my liking.
Oh yeah.
Except for a few like I mean, there was this Mortal Kombat app that really worked perfectly fine, but then again you have to wait until your energy recharges so you can fight again, or if you want to recharge to be replenished, money.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of thing with Warhammer 40k Tacticus is you have to, if you want to progress your stats as a player really fast, you pay money. But I just take my time for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why pay for something and not just like hope you can get it? I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing like any games that requires with real funding, like Mortal Kombat, Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid, or something like that. Like that's for the mobile. I mean, if there's a character that you want, I mean, what are your chances that you're gonna get that specific character, even though you are paying with real money? There's no guarantee.
Well, you will likely get it if you wait. That's the trick.
If you,
It's slower. You're slower to get it if you don't pay money. But they're playing to people's impatience, or I guess you call it quick gratification. So to get it.
Exactly. I'm just saying, like, people could have done if people would have wanted that specific character, for example. I mean, they should have just made it much simpler, not just for money, but hey, you got these consumables that you can use. Why not just say that use your consumable item for, let's say, 100 crystals, for example, right? And you can get this specific character. Okay,
yeah,
I give you 100 crystals, but you did not give me the character. You give me something random.
right.
But because they didn't say, well, we did not say that it's going to be a guarantee.
Right.
So,
but on better note, here is Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest, a game that really changed how Castlevania was played.
Yeah, where are my tomatoes? I'm gonna throw on the screen, please.
I didn't mean real Rotten Tomatoes, Alfro.
Just saying, because we already know the game was not worth it, from my personal opinion. I mean, I tried.
They improved on what they had in this game with later ones. Symphony has most of the same mechanics, but it runs a lot more smooth. Graphics are. You don't have like half a heart showing up on the screen, which you're going to see in this.
No, exactly. No, I mean, like I said, I like the Castlevania games. I love them. I played the NES. I played the modern ones that came on the PlayStation 3 and so on. But Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest, I'm really disappointed in that game. Seriously, I mean, because that game is a grind fest.
Right.
The game starts that you were somewhere in the village or in the city, and it's all bright day. And what do you do? It's all bright day, and you have to walk through the city and through the forest and try to find the right specific dungeon, castle, something like that you need to enter. But before you do that, you need to grind for your consumables or hearts, something like that. And then you have to go to a merchant, to a vendor, and you need to buy the specific item that you need for the respective castle. Because without
you had to buy the knife,
can't do
buy
anything.
the holy water, and so on.
Exactly. You have to buy the knife, the holy water, the magical eye that sees invisible platforms or something like that. And quite honestly, it's a grind fest. It's a wild grind fest. And this game, to my personal opinion, should not exist like this. I mean, because most people just play it, but they are finding the password so they can input the code so you can play directly with all the items and just look for a guidance where to go to Dracula's castle, where do you have to go, and which path to take from the dungeons and stuff like that, and then use the items to resurrect Dracula and kill him again with the flame holy water.
Right, and they did do that again with the Symphony and to an extent in Harmony, but this was just, I guess, this is just their prototype. That's the word for it. It was a prototype for when they were all these mechanics they would use later.
Exactly. But it's like I said, to me, the game really hurts. I mean, because there's nowhere to know exactly where do you have to go. You don't have a map. It's a
Right.
guessing. It's a guessing gamble here. It's more like a guessing,
Exactly.
and it takes like I don't know. There are some. There is a person on YouTube who took him like 1 hour and 40 minutes to beat the game, but
Yeah,
that's
it
because
takes me.
that's because either he knows his stuff in his head, or he was watching the guidance in the background on his different monitor. I
Yeah, I think I
personally.
got most of the way finished with it, but I played it before and failed multiple times.
So
Trial and error.
yeah. But for me, like I said, that's the most annoying. Oh, hey, the traveler, how you doing?
Yeah, how are you doing,
But
Traveler?
it would have been a better game. It would have been a better game, in my personal opinion. And the another downside, another thing is that this game has three endings.
Yeah, it does,
Three
depending on the
endings,
time, how
depending
quickly you
on the
finish
time.
it. Now,
Exactly.
Castlevania 64 also has a timer, but it's a lot more generous to you. I mean, the basic trick is you don't rely on resting. In Castlevania 64, you don't rest too much, and that's the trick. But with this one, it's a couple of
But
days, and that's where you get the different endings.
yeah, exactly. And plus, when it's night, in Castlevania 2, everybody turns into zombies or monsters and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
when you have lower health, you would expect like, okay, I need to retreat. I need to go to the church to hide or something like that. No, you are not allowed to enter in a church at night.
right. So if you don't get in at night, you
No,
don't.
if you don't get in at all, you don't get the secrets, you
You're
don't
locked
get
out,
anything. You're locked out.
and it's
That's
like a
why,
couple of minutes to change to night too. So you have to
yeah, kind
rush,
of like
find a boss, and beat them.
yeah,
You get a
it's
little
kind of
bit
like
more generous time in dungeons, but it's it's still a rush in the overworld to find the next dungeon.
exactly. I mean, it's like a rush because it's forcing you to like you must find the right you must find the castle, you must find the specific right one, and only if you go to church, only that you can rest for a while and your health re-energize because
Right.
you cannot find anything, you cannot find the lamb, you cannot find any or any other types of food that allows you to regenerate your health just like how you did in the first Castlevania games and the others that were coming.
Even worse, you have to buy everything, even your whip upgrades.
Even your whip upgrades, the game, like I said, this game forces you to grind to buy all the upgrades necessary for the holy water, for the dagger, for your whip, everything.
Yeah, everything.
It's it's not really worth it if you ask me.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I mean,
I mean, you're
I
blind.
love Castlevania. I love
Even
Castlevania
the
games,
other
but
one
this one,
from that year, the other one from that year was on Nintendo, was
yeah,
Zelda 2: Adventure of Link. And the big thing with that one is you do have a map. You at least have a map. It's just that it changes from top down into side scrolling when you're not on the world map.
right.
Yeah,
To
and you
think
know
that it
what?
would take the fans with patches and mods years later to correct the game and make it playable. Well,
Right. They could
to be
take the
fair,
engine of, like, say, the engine of Order of Ecclesia, because that's most of what you get in Simon's Quest. You have outside in Order of Ecclesia, you have inside, and without as much of a time limit and going to different locations on a world map, it would people would be less frustrated.
maybe it is a possibility, but it's like I said, this game was a total disappointment.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, like if anybody were to play Castlevania classic collections, and if you do want to stream it, take my advice, just play all the Castlevania games, but don't play Simon's Quest. It will ruin your day and your
Yeah, and
stream.
there's the half a heart right there because the graphics are glitched bad.
Well, let's be honest, it's a Nintendo NES game. We cannot expect a full HD out of it, right?
No, but I'm just saying you saw whole hearts, not half of one in the first one.
Yeah, exactly. And no matter how many when you collect enough hearts, your health bar also increases as well.
Oh yeah,
I don't
it
know
does.
exactly how, and I don't remember exactly how many hearts you need to collect to increase your health. I think it's like 10, 15, something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and you know what? People got a little upset because I'll show that later in the slides. When you go back to the slides, you had the thing of Simon holding Dracula's head, and people were bothered by that for a video game. Now Simon doesn't do that; he buries Dracula at the end. But hey, it was brutal.
Hey, come on! I mean, think of it. Think of it. Think of it. The fatality for Sub-Zero from the first Mortal Kombat when he rips your spine and picks your head off like that. I mean, come on. If that's
Overall, you're
not
in a
brutal,
world of monsters, and you
I
see
mean,
like
if
you see
that's
people
not brutal, then
skewered.
what is it?
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
if
see
that's
in. I'm
yeah.
trying to think of Super Castlevania 4 where you see the people that are skewered by Vlad the Impaler. You definitely see it in Symphony of the Night.
I
There's
don't know
even
on
the
I don't know on Super Castlevania 4. Depends on which version. If you're talking about the European version or the Japanese version.
I know
Because
that Symphony of the Night, both versions, has the skewered person. They even have a monster that's a person skewered on a stick, like bouncing at you in the game. But I'm just saying, some of these games are, I mean, you're talking about Dracula. So it's going to have something brutal and gory in Castlevania. Sorry.
I mean, well, duh. I mean, come on. You cannot expect fairy tales in Castlevania. I mean, come on. Come on, let's be honest here, people. This is Castlevania. We're talking about vampires, werewolves, Frankenstein stuff, and other horror stuff that's
All of
based in
it,
this
yeah.
thing. So yeah, I'm sorry, but if you people were expecting fairy tales for your kid, for the little ones,
Yeah,
wrong place.
right. I don't know. That was the Nintendo Power magazine. I have the cover in the later slide. Yeah, that's what the monster was, Scarecrow. I kept thinking Marionette, but that was Lords of Shadow where they had that skewered monster with that other name.
I think it
Mirror
was
Fate.
the Puppet Master.
Yeah.
The one that controls puppets, and I think he was available on the scene on Mirror of Fate, but mostly he was only part at the Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2.
Right. He was a boss, but that's partly confusing. I think that was just memories of Dracula back when he was the knight.
When he was when he was the Prince of Darkness.
Right.
But to be fair, the way how Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 ended, you were kind of expecting like, is there gonna be a Lords of Shadow 3? No. I think they just ended the legacy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
too
not
bad.
sure what to do with that
I mean,
after.
it's a shame. I mean, it's a shame because, to be fair, I was expecting another one. I was expecting a part 3 of the game and see what's going to happen with Gabriel Belmont and Trevor Belmont. Are they going to finally rest in peace, or are they going to try to save and risk everything for humanity again?
Yeah. I wasn't sure what monsters they'd have in that one, but here, yes, this is the going across the bridge, but this is also the first Castlevania game to have the ferryman where he gives you the boat ride.
Yeah, that's you cannot escape these fishermen. So yeah,
They're called mermen. They just sure don't
the
look like men.
mermen. No, they don't. The traveler mentioned there should have been a Lords of Shadow 3 to properly to properly conclude the story of Lords of Shadows 2, ending
Yeah.
felt so open ended. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with the traveler on this. There should have been a Lords of Shadow number 3. They should have had, because if they wanted to like complete the saga for Gabriel Belmont and Trevor, they should have like tried to make another
a game and
story,
not a
a
DLC.
game, a game. Yeah, exactly. Not a DLC, just a game. Because DLCs for Lords of Shadow 2 was pretty short. They only had like 3 levels where you play as Alucard
Yeah.
and a skin, a
Right.
skin model. That's it. That's all you have for that Lords of Shadow 2. I mean, wow, really? That short? I mean, on the first one they did better.
Yeah. Definitely. You just had that ending, and it's like, okay, how did that
It's
happen?
the ending.
So,
It's the ending that's
I do
poorly.
feel
That's
that
it.
I do feel that the thing they had at the DLC where you fight the Forgotten One should have been the main game and not the DLC.
Yeah, it should have been, but it's not.
Yeah, but as you can see here, he's grinding to get hearts to fill up his sub
To
weapon.
fill up his sub weapon, to fill up his health bar. Not to mention that, and also he needs to have more of them so he can get everything that he needs to get.
Yeah. Ugh.
And I'll be honest, the soundtrack was not very much, but I like it. But the soundtrack when it's daylight, when you go into the forest, that's the best soundtrack ever. But
Yeah.
the rest, no.
And they actually were glitched on the Famicom version compared to the NES because the NES, as we said before, it's solid state memory. So
Right.
it just reads it. It doesn't have to really load. So the music had loading issues occasionally with the Famicom version of the game. And this is the NES, so if you're wondering why it doesn't have these breaks in the music, that's because it's the NES version. It has no
Because the
loading
NES,
issues.
the Nintendo NES version of this game is way much more perfect, in my personal opinion, because you don't have to wait for loading, you don't have to wait for anything like that to insert this, insert the next one, and stuff like that. No, because it goes perfectly fine on the NES in the cartridge.
Yeah.
And on the Famicom version, I think there were two separate ways, because for example, Castlevania 1, insert the first disc or something like that for the Famicom,
Right.
and wait until it's load. And then when you reach to another level, it tells you insert the disc 2, and then when you reach to
Right.
the final boss, to Dracula, it forces you to switch again to disc 1.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
wow.
Famicom also let you do saves, but the switching disc was annoying.
But the switching disc is annoying. Plus, the music cuts off sometimes.
And that is why I like the GameCube version of Resident Evil 2. It's just one disc. The PlayStation version had multiple discs, and of course, the craziest part was when they put the entire game of Resident Evil to 64 megabytes in the Nintendo 64 for Resident Evil 2. Yeah, and the other thing I'll say about Lords of Shadow 2 is it did not do well compared to Mirror of Fate or the first one.
No, it didn't. But I'm not saying that the game was not a good game or a success. It was okay in my personal opinion. But the way how it ended, it leaves you open to saying that they're going to make a third game. Wow, I'm
Yeah.
excited. Let's bring the third game over. But it's been years, like a whole lot, and no Castlevania Lords of Shadow 3 whatsoever up until now.
It's
And I
same-
know
it's similar.
Konami was behind this project. And I'm not certain if Mr. Hideo Kojima was the one behind this project, because I know he was with Metal Gear.
Yeah, so Hideo Kojima signed on as a co-producer, with David Cox being the main producer for Lords of Shadow 1, and then David Cox is pretty much producer for the other two. So that's how Lords of Shadow worked. And Kojima also voiced the Chupacabra vendor in the first Lords of Shadow game.
I gotta be honest, I hated that Chupacabra.
Oh, his voice. I felt his voice was even worse in the second one.
No, I'm not bothered by the voice, but I hate him as
a character.
As
He's
a character
tiny
because
little-
he is stealing my stuff. Dude, give me back my stuff. What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
How could you do this to me? Every time when I see this line, rest here for a while, it's like the quote from Diablo. Stay here, rest for a while. Hear my story.
Deckard Cain, stay here.
Yeah.
Stay a while and listen. Stay a while and listen.
It's like, oh god.
Michael Gough.
Wow,
I'm not
look
sure
at
if
him
he's still
go.
around.
Look at this guy go. He knows his stuff. This guy knows his
He
stuff.
probably messed up a number of times like I did. This is a really old YouTube video actually. This is back from 2010. So when YouTube was really young.
Mm. Like I said, but this game, I would just skip it and that's that because this is a major grind fest.
Oh yeah.
Or if you want to, or if you really want to try and beat the game, then just enter the password where you have all the items and just go like a boss rush and go against all the bosses if you can find them, of course.
Yeah. Or you're like me, where you're either a glutton for punishment or want to complete it. But yeah, this game you play it blind. They don't give you a map, because at least Legend of Zelda games give you the map in the manual, so you can open up the manual, take a look at the map. Good, but in this one they don't even give you that.
They don't give you that. You have to go blindly. It's like it's forcing you to take a guess where you have to go. And look, he just upgraded his whip to chain.
Don't look at the Death Star or what?
Wait till you find the gem. Like, don't look at the Death Star or Old Man Beginning. Simon have his. Oh God.
Hey,
that would be.
At least the farmer in Ocarina of Time is a little more, is a little humored. He said, "Oh, it's okay. You can have Malon when you're old enough."
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of these things, you get it from experience. So you figure out, oh, I can throw a holy water and it will put a hole in the floor. But otherwise, it's hard to know. Oh, and I don't like those things. They got bombs on them.
The slimes.
That guy, he's got fireballs and he blows up. If he
Oh,
hits
the
you.
gargoyle. The gargoyle.
Yes,
yeah.
I hate the gargoyles in this one.
Yeah, but also that slimy that comes from the wall, from the ceiling is also annoying as well because it drops down out of nowhere, unexpected, and you don't have the time to dodge it.
Right. It helped if you had the axe to throw it up and hit it, but I guess not.
But you don't have it. You don't have the axe. That's the problem.
The axe, yeah.
All you have is the whip and the holy water and some items that helps you to solve the mystery in these dungeons. But that's it. So on a blind vanilla run, I made it through this out. No, you could get the chain whip. Wow.
Yeah.
Without okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
This person's either really experienced, like messing up in the game in the past, like I did, or I don't know.
Or he's just lucky and is watching in the background. That's all.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way a human alive would know all of this by himself.
No.
Not unless you're the son, the nephew, or anything like that of one of these producers and told you this secret. Okay, here's what you do. This is what you do right there.
This is. Oh wow. Whoa! And that's the other thing; they can go right up through the floor.
Exactly. Those slimes, can do almost anything.
They defy the laws of physics.
They worse than that, because they defy the laws of gravities, and those slimes knows that, and they say, I know that this defies the law of gravity, but we never study law.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Seabass, there's a lot of games that are ridiculously hard. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES.
You think this game is torture? My friend, there's a lot. Yeah, exactly. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There's the jump. Game. I can't make the jump.
It's not just the jump. The water level, that where you have to swim and avoid these electrical eels, try to reach to the bomb to defuse before it blows up the bridge.
All right, deal. I'll stop talking.
Okay, we won't talk. We won't talk. We won't talk. We won't talk anymore about that.
There's also G.I. Joe, which, it's funny. It's based off kids' figures, right? But the game is so ridiculously hard with time limits on every level.
I never played G.I. Joe.
Oh. I did because I was on the Facebook NES games and I found out the game existed. It's pretty hard.
Now you want to know another pretty hard? The first Contra game.
Oh, yeah. One hit, you die.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Nothing can match Battletoads! Oh my god, dude! Traveler, why did you have to mention Battletoads?
The fighting game, right? Beat 'em up?
The NES game. The NES
right.
game itself, the 2D game, is just kind of like Double Dragon.
Oh yeah. It's funny because there actually is a crossover game, Battletoads and Double Dragon.
Yeah, I think it was the SNES or Super
Post SNES or Genesis.
Oh, Genesis, yeah.
Yeah. So this person has to have played this game before.
I don't know. I'm still thinking that he had a guidelines in the background. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah. There was Nintendo Power magazine back then. I mean, it wasn't until like the 90s where people started to get internet. Yeah, like we should. And even then, at this point, Castlevania is getting featured in other games like V-Rising or Vampire Survivors. It's not an official Castlevania game. And that's not even including the mods about Castlevania. Invest in an oak stake.
Yeah, yes. You need the oak stake so you can destroy the item that's surrounding one of Dracula's limbs.
Yeah, but you have to get all the parts of Dracula in this game too.
Yes, you need to. Yeah, exactly. You need to collect his heart, his
tooth, ring.
I think.
It's the same in Symphony of the Night. The heart, tooth, ring.
One of his limbs.
Ribs.
Ribs. Yeah.
The ribs also is a shield in this game for Simon.
Yeah, which you lose it because you've been fighting the Dracula. How can you be so despicable?
Rib eye. Rib eye. Steak. Good one, Seabash. Good one.
Oh, God. It's like I said, this game is a major torture.
Well, we're gonna mock this game and laugh at it.
Exactly. Oh, you want another torture game? One more torture game for you, for you and for the others. Double Dragon 3. Double Dragon 3.
I remember that. It was also like picking up bottles and hitting. And the moves were a little bit
wonky.
I actually seen that one. Sacred Stones, yes.
Yeah. It was an annoying game. It was an annoying game. I couldn't beat the first level or even the first boss fight.
The funny part is that Skyrim has those same parts of Dracula as an Easter egg. It's an Elder Scrolls game, but
There it is, right over there. Now he has to use the oak stake right there to destroy that orb.
Use this. There it goes. Get
And
the bag.
what's in it?
Dracula's rib. So now you have the shield.
We have this. And why does it say you now process? Dude, that's not how you spell. You now possess. Not process. God damn.
This game had to have been rushed in translation, even though I didn't get an official thing about that.
Right.
Yeah, Double Dragon 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, Double Dragon 2 remains the peak. Yeah, that is totally true. I love the second Double Dragon game. Third game was a torture. The only way you can beat that game is use cheat codes. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the only way to beat it.
Skip to a certain level, basically?
No. Like, just have infinite health. Infinite health bar and everything. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I do give it credit as a torture game because it basically had the different fighting moves, and you have the moves with you at the beginning. Like Double Dragon 1 means you have to unlock, and you have the basic moves in the manual, but you later unlock things. The back jab in Double Dragon 1 is the most powerful move in the game. And to be honest, in real fighting, back jabs do hurt. Partially because you're coming at the jab, and the jab comes to you.
Right. Oh, those spiders. I hate those spiders when they shoot the webs.
They get much easier in 4 because you can use the whip diagonally.
Or on 3. I think on 3 was easy
yeah, they're
as well.
in 3 too. I don't like the eyeballs.
No, they remind me. Those eyeballs kind of reminds me of the designs of Medusa head. For some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah, but these eyeballs are the ones that drip acid on you.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, but they fly over you and drop acid on you below.
Too late. He missed it. Oh my god, the poor guy's surrounded.
They flash. It makes it more torture because sometimes the monsters are flashing on and off the screen.
Right. Now it says, now you possess the sacred...
And you know what's funny, Traveler, is that Getsu Fuma Den is what Konami credits with their idea for both Zelda 2 and Simon's Quest. But Zelda 2 will be... I mean, it's okay. I'm not entirely fond of going sideways with the shield and sword, but it works. At least Zelda 2 has maps.
Like I said, Zelda has maps. Zelda has maps, at least. But this game has nothing. All you have to do is just decipher the clues, and that's that. I mean, how can you decipher these things? Because you don't even know where to start to begin with.
Yeah, Double Dragon 3 Traveler, I had to play this. I had to save the game. I would have taken way too long to finish that otherwise. I mean, it's cool. It's cool they try to experiment with the variety of fighting moves that you had the whole time, but it's just...
But Castlevania 3 has also like 3 endings. No, actually 4. Depends on which route do you want to take when you play as Trevor.
Because there's each of your companions, or you just play solo as Trevor the whole time.
Exactly.
Now, the one thing that lets you know what was canon or official to Castlevania is that the comic or manga for Curse of Darkness, which we might have fun reading that later. But the manga for Curse of Darkness says officially all the names of Trevor and his companions, and Trevor said he had companions too when you play the game.
Yeah, but Simon did not have any companions.
Right.
And that's the most weird part. that on the Castlevania 3. I mean, I saw a person that he was taking the Dracula path, and his companion was, his boss fight was a fake Dracula.
Right.
But,
That's the Alucard path.
And then after his defeat, he reveals himself known as Alucard. And I was like, wait, what? You are Alucard? That if this guy is Alucard, then who's Trevor?
Yeah, because they originally it was Castlevania was that Dracula was Vlad the Impaler, and they changed that with Iga to that he was Matthias, but otherwise he was just Vlad the Impaler who got special powers. And Alucard originally looked like Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, I mean that was, it still kind of bugs me. I mean, wait a minute, I thought Trevor was already Alucard, and now you're telling me that this guy is actually Alucard and Trevor is
Lords of Shadow,
a vampire hunt? Yeah. Because that really confused and bugged me right now, I'll be honest. But now, I don't know.
And they always put the tech. Well, the good thing is, just don't get hit by the web if the spider shoots at you, because you'll just stay in place and the monsters will get you. That's why you don't get hit by the web. I mean, the first one was great, was arguably the best one. It just introduced you to an interesting story with an interesting twist at the end.
Right.
And you had some of those sub-weapon items, and then of course we got Mirror of Fate, which is non-linear. It's not a linear time. It's not a linear game. Because you play as Simon first. Well, let's see. Gabriel first, then Simon, then Trevor. I think I got the order right there. And it's a little tribute to... Oh yeah, Ayami Kojima. She did have great concept art. I'm sorry, I thought you said Hideo Kojima for a minute. I was just like, wait, no, the other Kojima.
No, the other Kojima. Oh, you should see the Reaper on this thing.
Oh yeah.
That one was really annoying.
He is. At least there are some things where if you manage to at least... The trick about the Grim Reaper is that when the sickles he throws at you, you can destroy them. But his main scythe, not so much.
No, unfortunately not. I mean, that's the problem right there. I mean, the guy knows... the managers know all the others to toss the holy water. Yeah, apparently he does. Or, like I said, he's watching the guidelines in the pack.
Yeah.
But yeah,
or he played it many times.
But yeah, you can destroy. Yeah, you can destroy the Reaper's spinning scythe that he is throwing, but not the main one, unfortunately. Right. And that's the trickiest. And that's the trickiest part when you play the NES version of all three, Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. But when you play Super Castlevania 4, and you can use the whip diagonally
you can also block the sickles with the whip.
You can block the sickles as well. You can block his attack. And I think the Reaper is much easier to beat on Castlevania, Super Castlevania 4. Even the bloodlines, you can do this as well. But if you play as the Spaniard, the one with the spear. The one with the spear. The one with the spear,
Eric
in my
Picard,
personal opinion.
yes.
Yeah.
And the funniest part about Eric Picard is that his name backwards is Dracula. I realized, why did I not think of that? He's a Spaniard. Why do I think his name is Dracula backwards? Like, why?
I don't know. Maybe he's related to Dracula or something.
I mean, it seems to be implied that he's related to Dracula's family in some way, because it says that his spirit was passed down by Alucard. So it's just like, oh, that's a little reference there.
That's a little reference there. But what about the cowboy vampire hunter, the one that is
John
from
Morris.
Texas?
He's supposed to be the son of Quincy Morris from the novel Dracula. Like Quincy Morris was in the final hunt for Dracula, and in the novel he died. But Van Helsing and Harker supposedly stabbed Dracula and let the son finish him off. Well, skewered him with the stake.
Right. Oh, the false walls on the grounds are a lot annoying in Simon Quest. Yeah, I totally agree.
It's hard because unlike a lot of later Castlevania games, you don't see cracks in the wall that give you a hint. Oh, you can break this.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. My personal opinion, like I said, this game, no. Yeah. But the rest of the Castlevania games were cool.
Yeah, that's the thing is Castlevania
even
4,
Bloodlines.
It brought together the various mechanics into one game, which I thought was pretty good. Your whip is a little ridiculous because you can do 8 different directions with it, but
hey, I mean, you can hit your enemies at any spot with that thing on that pod. So, in my personal opinion, that's a good thing.
The garlic, come on. There was the garlic on the ground. Silver knife to save your neck.
And now, what? You think you can pick up the garlic now? No. You got what you needed.
Is right there.
The garlic stays there, but it's infinite. It's infinite. You don't lose it. Oh my god. Imagine if they would have put garlic as the ingredient supreme to bring back Dracula and say, wait, why do I smell like garlic? No.
Wow. Yeah.
I have garlic in my system. No.
I'll skip ahead a little bit. We're getting later here.
Let's see if we can get to the.
Let's go to the boss. The boss.
To the boss fight. To the Reaper. Let's find the Reaper. If Konami actually announces Castlevania game for 40th anniversary, I would be quite a surprise if they make a game based on the Bram Stoker novel with Quincy as the protagonist.
Sure, why not have the whole group? Harker, Van Helsing, and
if they would have wanted to do that, Traveler, they would have done it already. But my personal opinion, I feel they are just going to make some discounts or try to make a giveaway for the collections that they created for Castlevania.
Yeah,
my opinion.
Oh, that's fine. No, there's the ferryman trip. You finally got it.
Yeah, that's the person who takes him to castle.
The other side.
To Dracula's castle, I think.
Yeah, you need him to get across the water.
Yeah. It ain't like you can fly or something like that.
You know, the hardest part is you just don't know what to do in what order with this game.
Exactly. That's the nastiest part. Because if they would have tried to give you a hint or to at least leave you a map, they would have done it.
Yeah, Traveler, sadly, what I think Konami's going to do is they're going to... The soonest thing they'll do most, they'll do what they did with... They'll do the remasters. That's their likely first thing they're going to do.
If there was going to be a remaster of one of these games, they would have done it already.
Well, that's the thing.
Plus people. I saw people posting on YouTube. Even I did it myself. That they played the first Castlevania game NES, but they did not play the original graphics game. They played the ROM hack that has the HD graphics.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like a remake or a remaster. The thing is, people had different soundtracks, like the remix soundtracks.
Right.
Me, I had the original soundtracks. So I don't know what I did wrong.
And you know you have to type in. I'll write this. I'll write this out. You have to type in if you're on a major music store. You want to listen to music. You have to look for Castlevania by saying Alucard or Dracula. That's how it's listed. They don't list it as Castlevania. But yeah. There are some cool covers people
Look
made.
at his health. Look at his
There are
health.
some cool covers people made of the old songs.
Yeah,
They're pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. They did a good job. And look at his health bar. Look at it. It's massive.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's cool. They could do a 3D remake, in my opinion, of the older ones.
Yeah, they could.
They could even do a remake of Simon's Quest where you actually get a map.
Yeah,
game.
I agree. I totally agree. The Konami do that if you're watching this. Bloodlines remake Sons of Fire. Dude, I would love to see that. To see a remake version of Bloodlines as well. To be fair, Bloodlines is my favorite. Why? Because they included my country in the game.
Oh yes, they did. They did. It's funny, but isn't? Oh, I mean they're in Wallachia. I guess it's true. Wallachia.
Romania, actually.
Yeah, Romania.
Yeah. Look at him. Now he's stuck.
But it's confusing because the actor Bela Lugosi, at the time he was born in Hungary, but the territory changed apparently, so that today it's Romania actually.
Yeah. Oh great! Now he dropped the garlic again. I'll give you a silk bag.
I'm willing to bet there's a way to skip the Grim Reaper. This game is glitchy. Really glitchy.
I don't think you can. You have to beat him legit.
Yeah, Mushroom, that's basically what they're doing with Metal Gear Solid 2. They're doing remakes of games that they already made.
Yeah, they did, because actually they did launch a remake or a remastered version of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3.
Right. And now, at this point, it'll be awkward, though, because the other ones are either Game Boy or Nintendo DS, so it's just like, what would the next collection be? I guess they could do that, because they did do Game Boy ones and DS ones for Castlevania, but I mean, the major games they haven't done are the ones in 3D, which is 64, Legacy of Darkness, Curse of Darkness, Lament of Innocence. But yeah, Konami's basically remaking their own stuff at this point. It's really disappointing. And I think we would, because that would mean you play it on PC, and the games are okay, even though they were 20 or a little bit more than 20 years old. Speaking of which, they canceled the Prince of Persia remake. My brother told me about that.
Yes, I know that story as well. I feel like to share, because I was really looking forward to see the remake version of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time that Ubisoft promised like a bunch of times, but every time when they saying that they're going to bring it out, they have to cancel it. They cancel it the first time, they cancel it the second time, move it to a different country, and so on and so forth. And now they're saying on the trailer that Prince of Persia: Sands of Time will be available in 2026.
There are reservations for that game, so I'm wondering if people get refunded for it.
Refunded for what? It was not available to pre-order. It was not even available to pre-order at all.
Yeah. I mean, they had footage,
so
they had audio.
They had images, they had audio, they had footages, they have everything. And what they do? They trashed it again and canceled the project again.
Yeah, Seabash, like a lot of these publishers today are just not what they used to be. Ubisoft had some original ideas. They had Splinter Cell, which is pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't Metal Gear Solid, but it was more of a, let's say, more grounded.
More stealthy mission.
So, yeah, they had Splinter Cell, which died for them with 2011 with their later Splinter Cells. Like, I forget if it's Conviction where it ended.
To be fair, it was annoying with the, what do you call, with the lockpicks.
Oh, yeah. Vibration to notice the lockpicks. Yeah, so essentially for the lockpicks, I would need an Xbox or something playing Splinter Cell so I could use the vibration to feel it. I'm disappointed with today's Ubisoft because, you know, I own the original Prince of Persia, all 3 of the Sands of Time games. I also have Forgotten Sands. And it's not what they were 20 years ago. Yeah, Warrior Within, Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and Two Thrones. All 3 of those on Steam. And
yeah,
I just wonder what happened to them over the course of 20 years.
They didn't bring much hope, unfortunately. That's the problem right there. I mean, if they would have tried to do something cool, they would have done it already. But they didn't. Yeah. And that's a major disappointment there.
It was. I mean, you had 3 games, and there were HD versions of them. So there wasn't remakes, just remasters.
No, they just remastered to HD, but it's still the same gameplay and the same scenes. But I'm glad that I had the opportunity to play those games on the Steam version as well. I mean, I still have the collection on the PlayStation 3, but seriously,
BG and E2. What's that? I'm trying to think what that is.
BG,
BG
E2?
and E2.
Oh, it's the company.
Oh, gotcha. Still in development. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Prince of Persia, I even tried playing some of the really old Prince of Persias where it's just basic grab ledge, block swords, hit people with swords.
Don't try NES. Don't try NES, because that thing's a torture.
PC version, anyways. 1992 PC.
PC or NES, they're the same, in my personal opinion.
Well, there's a more detailed graphics where he has the white turban and he has the red shirt for PC.
That's number 2.
1992, yeah.
And I think it was available on the consoles in general as well.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. Isn't it still Jade, or it's a new person, I think, right? Let me see. I did like Jade in the first Beyond Good and Evil, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, that's Ubisoft too, huh? Yeah, I mean, a lot of these publishers I'm just disappointed with in general. I mean, Bethesda, I'm disappointed with them.
Oh, that's the part where he has to sit down. He's supposed to stay down so he can go to Dracula's castle.
Yes. Come on.
He has to go up there, sit down.
Use the item.
And then he has to wait for the tornado.
And it's like, how'd you know to do these things? How'd you know?
And look at him go. Round and round he goes.
Where he stops.
Only Dracula knows.
It is like
this part is just absurd. Yes.
How'd you know to do that? I mean,
look at that! How would you know that you can go through walls like that? Come on, this is.
Oh, he either had guides or he messed up many times, like I did.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll be honest. I used the password and I followed the step-by-step instructions where to go to Dracula's castle, and that's that. I didn't care much. I didn't care much anymore. I'll be honest. I just wanted to go to the next Castlevania game, the number 3, which is the best one. Seriously.
And yes, yeah, it It was interesting. You did different styles of playing with your companions.
Exactly.
Oh,
Let's see what ending this bad boy is gonna get
let's
when he
find out.
faces Dracula. Is it the good, the bad, or neutral?
Let's find out. This is almost there. All right, there it is. Ah. Let's find out what it gets.
This music is awesome. This music is awesome.
Bloody Tears. First game they had this in.
Oh, and by the way, they added the NES Castlevania games into the new Contra game, Operation Galuga. That's what it was called.
Oh, okay.
So they added the classic soundtracks from Contra and Castlevania games. Believe me.
Oh,
And
wow.
honestly, I was happy that they added Castlevania music games. Even the boss fights had even the boss theme.
Oh my.
Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see Castle? Are you ready to see Dracula
end.
resurrected?
Oh yes, I've been waiting a long time for this.
Poor guy wasting all the holy water for nothing. All right, here we go.
Here it is.
Here
There
we
it
go.
is. Ending.
There he is. Let's see what he's doing. The eye, the heart, the ribs, the
Tooth.
tooth. Look at him. That's all you gotta do. That's all you just gotta do. Just throw that holy water, and that's that. You don't need to do anything else.
That was the funny glitch of the
he
original.
wasted. He wasted it. He wasted it.
At least he has the flame whip now.
Yeah, but what? Oh my god, he took a lot of damage though. But he beat him.
There it is. Yes, it looks like the Grim Reaper, but it's actually Dracula. Let's find out how he did. This encounter with Dracula's terminated. Simon Belmont has put an end. Put an end to the eternal darkness. Yeah, he did. Transylvania. It's the weird translation. Induce magic happiness for those who walk on this land.
I think this is the good ending.
I think so too. What's funny is is it Super Castlevania 4? That's the Super Castlevania 4. You have the grave opens up.
Yeah, he's coming back again. Who says Dracula's dead again? Not us.
Simon made it, but Dracula comes back.
Oh my god. Like I said, to me, in my personal opinion, this game, hardcore. But if you really want to play a cool one, I say skip the second, just play number 3 and Super Castlevania 4 and Bloodlines.
Yeah.
That's the most epic.
That's the picture right there they were talking about. Nintendo Power. Holding Dracula's head.
Wow. And that's gruesome.
Wow.
Okay, maybe it is gruesome. Maybe it is gruesome, but not that gruesome though.
Yeah. I don't see the blood or anything. Simon Belmont buried Dracula. Yeah, we saw that with the tombstone. Games of shops. Um, relics to revive Dracula. Yeah. First time to have bloody tears. Okay. Here. All right. So here's the thing. They haven't let us know what the sales figures are for Castlevania 2. Konami just reported it as a success.
That's it. Nothing more.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like Doom 3 on Xbox. They just said, Microsoft said, well, it sold well. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. They sold well, so that means you get your cash. Yeah, but that's like I said, NES endings have such a cheesy charm to them. Some of them, yes, but not all. I mean, to my personal experience, Castlevania 2, they should have done better. They should not force you to grind to get all the hearts, to get all the items that you needed, the holy water, the garlic, and everything like that. No, that was too much, and you don't even know exactly where to start, where to go, left, right, up, down. It's a gamble guess. So, in my personal opinion, no. They should have tried to make something that's kind of like how they did with the first game, or how they did with the third one.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Yeah. Wow. So here it is for today. Coming up later is Zelda 2. Next week is Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, followed by Max Payne.
Oh, dude, Max Payne, this is going to be awesome to talk about.
It is. It is. So that's it, everyone. You have a wonderful afternoon, and same time, same channel.